I need coffee. It's coffee, but it is AtlanticScrum. Hello, everyone. Sam and Sam Pretty and Paul and Marion and John are here, and I will leap over to Firefox, for some reason it's now on a different monitor, and press the screen share button. And shall we do, for old time's sake, let's do a project-focused thingamajig here. Local support. We did just have the client meeting, which went reasonably well. I think we established, actually for that purpose I should go to the client meeting. So it was client meeting 60. Woo! I guess is that Diamond? Yes, that's the Diamond anniversary. So that was nice. Basically, there are some things there's this kind of request in the pipeline for more complex metadata on the volunteer thing, but I think we leave that until we've got the basic thing polished. Rachel was going to work on this fact, but I don't go through everything. I've clarified the amount to do for the invoice, and I've got people's hours sorted out. John, did you send me an invoice for your hours?
Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
But I was searching for it and I'm not able to find it. What was the mechanism that you used? Did you send me an email?
Yeah, let me, I think I sent it to your HPU account.
Okay.
My Gmail.
Okay. Yeah, let me just, okay. Yes, that was it. I've got it now. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, so, yes. Steps gradually creeping up on sorting that out. The main thing was, so some of the, I think Rachel invited maybe 20, 30 different organizations, and I think about 3 responded. I think Rachel was feeling, oh, that's a lower than she'd been hoping. I think I'm not so surprised, if you know what I mean, just in terms of people, emails and so on. So you can see here the ones that this is all the people that she invited. And then, people who've sort of clicked through have been showing up here. So the Ignite Trust came through, and Rachel spoke to them, and they said that the sign-up process was very smooth and all very good. They made a comment about the map, that it seemed an explosion of red, which
that's never good.
Which reminded us of that idea that we had about maybe only having the ones who've been updated as the big pins, and then the ones that are just like have never been updated, they just came straight out of the government database. They should just be red dots or something. So I've moved that. I think it was a chore or 3. I've moved that from the icebox into the backlog. Then there was a sort of a slightly more. There was one person who has 2 organizations that they're involved with. They're both these. That is 2. Elmfield Housing Trust and another one. I think it's Elmfield Housing Trust and Elmfield Evangelistic Trust. And so the person doing this got into some trouble. Trying to access both of them through the same email account. I don't know that they were necessarily invited, or maybe they were invited on the same email account. Anyway, but so Rachel's now got the person set up with the second email, their personal email account on the second one, although they're still having trouble logging in, but I recommended to Rachel to send that person the reset password link, and we'll see. So this is a bit of a push towards allowing single individuals to manage multiple organizations, but it's I would say it's not yet a flood of demands. That we've got kind of like a slightly hacky workaround, which is people using different email addresses to support those things. But yes, I've made sure that we've got a feature request for that in the tracker. Yeah. So then so we talked about the invasion things. Basically, David's made a profile of us as a sort of a social enterprise on this nice site here. So that's good. And we kind of went through the pivotal tracker and adjusted the orderings ever so slightly. But the key action item basically is to roll out this. Rachel wants to start sending more invites, so we need to roll out this invitation fix and double check that everything is still working. Oh, Rick's joined. Hey, Rick and Yarrow, great to have you with us. So yeah, the blocking thing here has been that I have been failing to transfer. What I wanted to do, so Marion and John, I was very kindly got together a kind of a rake task that will update the data related to sort of some of the problems we've been having with these invitations. I've been trying to copy the production data from the Ninefold app onto the other, staging or developer, what have you, and just not having very much fun with that, as you can read about in the local sports Slack channel. So I've ended up now pushing the code and the it's called, the rake task, as far as staging, and I think I did just successfully run the rake task on the staging server. And shall we go and see if the staging server is on fire or not? We could do that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Well, that doesn't look good, but I think that's... Did I click the wrong button? Come on. Anyway, any other local support related business from anyone?
No.
Then I think we can maybe... So anyway, I guess what I could be doing on staging is I could be kind of setting up some of the erroneous data that we might hope that that this rake task will fix. But that's the main thing there. If there's no other local support business, then maybe we'll move on to other projects. I guess I will sensibly need to work on local support immediately after this thing, at least to sort of this DevOps issue. Looking at other things, is website one? Any website one business? Anyone?
I and Yarrow paired. Yarrow's just come back to his adventures, so I helped him get set up with website one with everything new, and he was having some errors with the development environment setup. So we solved that, but we didn't really get much work done. And I think we are hoping to pair after the AtlanticScrum, but I might not be free, so
yeah.
That's all.
Okay. Any other website one things?
We had a new user who's Antonis. He just submitted his first pull request, so that's kind of an achievement.
Excellent. Good show. Yeah. Any other website one business?
Raphael and I last night worked on the time zone feature, so that when you look at the members index, you can see time zones.
Right.
Did you guys post a Hangout link?
I don't know. I don't think so, actually. Sorry.
Okay.
Or maybe next time. Yes. Yes, it would be great if I think the events in website one don't currently have time zone. Oh, they do. They have it there. Right. Oh, they do have time zone. Excellent. Right. But so yeah, they don't have them here. Yeah, we could really do with time. I hope there's a feature request for that somewhere, but we could really do. But you're doing time zones here to tell you, like, underneath which time, like mountain time or whatever.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and there's going to be a service object, so if we want to apply it to other parts of the site, it shouldn't be too difficult.
Good job. Okay. I guess with the website one, we've got this. I know we've got a request from. There's an outstanding request from Brian to get various things here accepted. Yes, I don't feel like I have time to do that now. I don't know. Maybe. Yes, we'll see. Maybe next week. Okay. If there's no other website one.
Could I just ask somebody with access rights to add me as a member to website one pivotal tracker, please?
Are you not in there?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. That's. There you go. Yeah. I sort of assumed that you had been in there already, but you should be in there now.
All right. Cheers.
Okay. Cool. All right. So if there's no other website one business, Order graders, yes, in about half an hour, Paul will kind of, I'll be working on the homework for order grader and related bits and pieces. Any other news on the order grader front?
Not too much. Haven't been doing a whole lot, honestly.
No worries at all. No. You rest up on that. I mean, I did my knee in last year, and it took me a while to get over that. Yeah, so we had a good client meeting on Tuesday with the order grader related sort of Spock people, and yes, we're talking about actually, I think, finally making user stories for what the key things they need from the order graders are, which I think is a step in the right direction. Yeah, so yeah, that's order graders. Pete's not here to talk about Cordelia, although I know he's been active in the chat. Sam Pri is playing around with a very fun agile bot, the Hubot thing, which kind of enlivens the possibility of EduChat in the future. But I don't know, are there any other projects that we need to concern ourselves with right now? Or, go on, John.
A little bit of explorations going on over at Cordelia.
Oh yeah.
Basically, for the Angular side of things, I was investigating getting the full testing tool chain that a normal JavaScript developer would have, from Grunt up through Protractor to sort of run the end-to-end tests, and Karma to run the unit tests. Both of those are written on top of Jasmine.
Right.
And one major change well, not major change, but before, when we were running Jasmine, for instance, for local support, we were relying heavily on Jasmine jQuery, whereas Angular sort of has a different take on a lot of the things, so I'm going to be refactoring those tests and so forth like that.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. Is anybody blocked or stuck on anything that's preventing them from getting on and leading the joyful life that they would like to lead? If not, then I'd like to welcome Rick. I'd say, hey Rick, great to have you with us. If you have any questions about Agile Ventures or any of the projects, you'll feel free to ask them now. Good time.
Sorry, I accidentally muted my mic.
No problem at all.
It's the first time on Agile actually.
Sure.
Just figuring out what it is and what you're doing. What is website one? What
so website one is the Agile Ventures website itself. So yeah.
Okay.
The older projects. The oldest project is local support, which is the one I started talking about. Then order graders, which is for the MOOC. Website one is the Agile Ventures site itself. EduChat is all the different chat systems. Got Cordelia Lulu for helping introduce women or help promote tech amongst young women, coding skills and so on, and various other things. And yeah, do feel free to look through any of these things. So basically we have 15 minutes of just checking out, depending on the number of people in the Scrum, either going by person or project by project, just to check so everybody's on the same page about what's happening. And then now we get to this point and we start arranging pairing sessions. And so I'm going to do like half an hour of local support now and then switch to auto graders. Does anybody else have any pairing plans immediately?
I would.
Yep, Yarrow's up for pairing.
But Yarrow, would you be free in an hour or so, because I have some work to finish up, so I can't do it. Okay, thanks. By the way, Sam, if you just scroll up the projects list there, you'll see that there are some spam projects.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think and you could maybe talk to Brian about getting those removed. Checking in with the.
No, I think they can only be removed from the console. So.
Right, but Brian doesn't have access to the console.
No, it's only you and Thomas.
Okay, all right. Okay. Yes, I could. I think basically both of those three are all junk, aren't they? Really? Yeah. Okay. Is it even those? No, this is the one I created, which actually is supposed to be, the MOOC, and we get some, that was the MOOC pairing stuff. Okay. All right. Action item for me there. John and Marion, any plans for pairing now?
I actually am not available until possibly later.
Okay. John?
I'm available.
Cool. Well, maybe I'm going to grab some coffee, and maybe you can just stick with me while I do this local support DevOps thing.
Okay.
And Rick, feel free to hang out. And what will usually happen now is we finish up, and people will post the Hangout links into the Skype. Not Skype, sorry. We're on Slack now. Into the Slack chat, and then you're free to anybody's free to jump in and just watch for 5 minutes, or get more involved or less involved, and no biggie either way.
Cool.
Cool. Nice one. All right. Well, I think I'll wrap it up there. Stop the broadcast.